Welcome to That's Good Broncos. I am Brandon Perna, and today, as we sit patiently waiting, enjoying the first round bye, I'm going to talk about the Denver Broncos playoff chances, the quarterback situation, and why my head explodes when I listen to local and national media talk about the Denver Broncos. I'm also a little concerned about a growth I have on my inner thigh that sort of looks like a younger Tom Coughlin, but I don't think this is the time to address that. There are 12 NFL teams in the playoffs right now. Out of those 12 teams, the Broncos have beaten 5 of them: the Packers, the Vikings, the Bengals, the Patriots, and the Chiefs. With Manning at quarterback, Denver defeated the Packers, Vikings, and the Chiefs, but he also lost to the Chiefs once. With Brock Osweiler from the gunner position, they defeated the Bengals, Patriots, and lost to the Steelers. Win or lose, the Broncos are capable of beating whomever they play this postseason. The big current headline reads, Peyton Manning will start in the playoffs, but what matters is the run game, the offensive line, and mistake-free football from the skill positions. If the Broncos can run the ball the way they did against San Diego in the second half, or the way they did against New England, it doesn't matter if Brock or Peyton is back there. Just like in his fleeting years, John Elway relied on Terrell Davis to win football games. C.J. Anderson and Ronnie Hillman must somehow combine to be the Terrell Davis for Peyton Manning. Also, like John Elway's road to his first Super Bowl victory, there's a good chance the Broncos may play the Pittsburgh Steelers and Kansas City Chiefs to get to the Super Bowl. The main difference is Denver gets to do it from home this postseason. The success of the running game and the offense as a whole will depend on whether or not Tyler Columbus at the right tackle spot is a sustainable solution. He played significantly better than Michael Schofield, and with a fresh set of legs, Columbus only needs to muster 3 solid games for this team to hoist that Lombardi trophy. Matt Paradis played one of his best games of the season against San Diego, and we know Denver has depth at the guard position with Evan Mathis, Luis Vasquez, and Max Garcia. If Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, C.J. Anderson, Brandon McManus, and whoever catches the ball at the tight end position can do their job, this offense can be dangerous even if the O-line is a bit shaky. The reason the Broncos lost 2 of their last 4 games and had a nail-biter against the Chargers is because the above-mentioned players did not fully execute. One of these 2 groups must be elite throughout the playoffs. I'm saying all of this assuming the defense will continue playing at the highest dominant level possible and destroying opposing offenses no matter who they face. The defense is the reason the Broncos have a fighting chance to win a Super Bowl. The Broncos are in a unique position knowing they have 2 quarterbacks who can play effectively. That's a good thing for this organization, and it gives them a competitive advantage throughout the playoffs. If any other team loses a quarterback to injury, say, the Patriots or the Steelers, during the playoffs, they are screwed. Well, except maybe the Texans, because they really haven't had a quarterback all season long. Ryan Michael, at the Ryan Michael on Twitter, pointed out that in 2015, Tom Brady, who led the league with 36 touchdown passes, was 19 shy of tying Peyton Manning's 2013 record of 55. And the league leader in passing yardage, which was Drew Brees, fell 608 yards short of breaking Manning's single-season passing yardage mark. I bring this up because I think Manning may play his final game as a Bronco this postseason, and I wanted to remind everyone how fucking special that 2013 season was. What the Broncos accomplished was legendary, and there is a good chance we will never experience anything like that again in Denver. Because of that track record, because of his ability to dissect a defense despite how he performed earlier this season, I am excited to get Manning back in time for the playoffs. I think a veteran quarterback like him with his back sort of against the wall might just be exactly what this offense needs. After the QB debate, the hot topic to discuss is which team do the Broncos want to face? it doesn't matter. They're going to have to defeat two good teams to get to the Super Bowl, and worrying about which one comes to town is a waste of a worry. You only get so many worries before you develop chronic high blood pressure and die an early death with heart failure. If the Broncos cannot beat the Steelers or Chiefs or whoever, then how on earth would you expect them to handle the Panthers, Cardinals, or God forbid, the Seahawks again? Those NFC teams are pretty good. Their offenses score a lot of points and their defenses are comparable to the Broncos. I want the best the AFC has to offer to get to the Super Bowl. The only chance Denver has to win that game is to be prepared, and the only way to be prepared is to have beaten the best to get there. I also want to quickly address how some people are starting to write the Broncos off already. First, Colin Cowherd ranked them as the 10th best team in the playoffs. Kind of weird, the number one seed in the AFC is ranked at 10, Colin. Also, a man I really respect, Eric Davis, who I think is one of the best the NFL Network has to offer, stated on the Rich Eisen show, the Broncos will not go to the Super Bowl. Now that's a pretty definitive statement, and I would like to remind everybody, nobody can say for certainty that any of these teams won't go to the Super Bowl. You can pick one team, and the odds are with you of them not getting there, but to say the Broncos definitely won't go to the Super Bowl is arrogant. There are also people questioning Peyton Manning's track record in the playoffs. Oh, he's been one and done so many times. I don't know if he can do it. Shut up. That's in the past. We all know that. He's a different player this year. He's not as good as he was back then. How does that help what I'm saying right now? I don't know. But what I'm saying is, none of us know who's going to get to the Super Bowl. Everything changes as soon as the playoffs start. All we can hold on to is hope, and I have hope. There are enough players on this team to get there. The offense, despite underperforming, has extremely talented players that can take this team to the Super Bowl. The defense, if it continues to play the way it has all season long, can take this team to the Super Bowl. This team has been tested during this season. They have won games several ways. That's a good thing. Yes, there's uncertainty, but it's, to me, not necessarily about the quarterback position. I think Brock or Manning can both be serviceable. We have to run the ball, and our guys have to catch balls, and we cannot turn it over. If we do those things, we're going to the Super Bowl. Probably. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Broncos. I am Brandon Perna. Follow me on Twitter, @Brandon Perna. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, share it, and give our podcast, In the Huddle, a listen. This week our guest is Raul Martinez from Fox 31. We would really love it if you went to iTunes, subscribe to the In the Huddle podcast, give us a listen, give us a rating. It really helps.